All right, well, let's have a look through to our topic for this evening. So all about SEO. Now, the reason why this has come up, I get asked about, I probably don't need to introduce myself, do I? So here's Nick Cree, here's your presenter. He's going to be talking about SEO tonight. All right, let's get cracking. Yeah, lots of people sort of talk about SEO as being the one of those things that people just don't understand. It's basic at its heart, but people just don't understand the mechanics of or how it works. But if I ask you the question, what is SEO or what is search engine optimization, what would you tell me? Just drop it into chat or open up your mic and tell me what you think SEO is. So keywords, yes, that's part of it. Yep. Aldrin?
It's how people find you, search engine optimization.
So how people find you. Yep. Perfect. Yep. What else have we got? SEO is Google can calculates the knowledge of the website. Yep. Knowing your ideal avatar and people find you. Yep. Okay. How long is a piece of string? That's pretty much some people's concept of it as well too. And that's a bit like what SEO can be like. Now, optimizing your business in searches. Yes, yes. Snake oil. Yes. Out of all of the web professionals that are out there or digital marketing professionals, I would have to agree with Cameron there about that, as that's the one where people are most likely to be duped in terms of paying for stuff that they don't receive. In fact, just the other day, well, I've been working with a client for probably about 3 months now. She'd engaged a SEO firm, paying them $1,500 a month for their SEO. And there's a whole lot of stuff they're supposed to be doing on the website. Fortunately, I popped into the website a logging tool, which allowed us to see who logged in and what they did on the website. Guess how many times the SEO agency logged in to that website. If you guess 0, like Lorraine did, you are 100% correct. So they did absolutely nothing, and they wouldn't give the client access to the Google properties, and they wouldn't even give it access to admin login to the website. Had to really fight for that. As soon as we got it, we moved the website, and that was how we were able to determine that they were doing nothing. You've got your hand up, Aldrin?
Oh, sorry, no, I left that up from before.
Oh, you left it up. All right.
I'll put it down now.
Good as gold. So, but often people get confused about SEO, not quite sure exactly what it is. All of the answers you've given there are definitely part of what SEO is. But there's one key thing to really understand about it, and that is this. People search. Well, let's just bring up a screen here, and I'll show you how it works. Now, you'll know some of this here, and some of it will be new, or some of it will be a reminder as well too. All right, let's get to the right screen. There we go. So that there is a familiar screen. So that's the Google search screen. And it's probably the most basic website on the planet. So Google search is just a website, and it is a website designed to give you results on all the other websites that it's crawled on the internet. And it's really designed as a way for people to ask questions and to get answers to their questions. So I'm going to work on one here that where that'll be, some of them I've been working with that recently. So let's say I'm going to type in bathroom, and what you'll notice is that as soon as I type that in, there are results, keywords that appear beneath that in the search box. So those phrases that appear, that's what it thinks you're looking for. So it's predicting what it thinks you are looking for, and this is based on what other people have searched, based on what you've searched, but also based on what other people have searched. So generally speaking, these items here are the top most searched phrases on the web. So I've just typed in bathroom. this one's a bit skewed because I've done some searches on this before, preparing for tonight. So you see a couple here in purple. Those are ones that I've already sort of searched and clicked on. So if we put a space and then start typing another word, then you'll see these results start to change. And as you keep typing, you will notice those results are all changing. So it's predicting what it thinks you are looking for. And I'll tell you why it's doing that as well too. So there we go, bathroom. So this one, bathroom renovations on a budget. And then the next one is budget NZ, bathroom remodel on a budget DIY. So you can see that that's a related term. Home renovations on a budget, that's related as well too. So, but these are the sorts of searches that people are actually searching on. So we hit enter now. What it'll do is it'll bring up the search results. Now what Google's objective is, there's one word that encapsulates what Google is. Anyone know what that one word is? If you were to describe Google in one word, or its mission in one word, what is it? So I've just lost chat here, so pop it in chat or sell it out. What have we got? Connector. Yeah, it's not quite that. No, there's one word. You'll know it as soon as someone says it. What do you think the one word, what's the purpose of Google search in one word? Oh, revenue. That is definitely a purpose of Google. It's not the purpose of search. So, yep. Advertising. Yep, that's revenue. Search. That's the function of search. But what's the purpose of it? What's the one word that describes what Google's trying to do? Prediction. That's getting closer to it. I'll tell you what the word is. It's relevance. So Google's one word is relevance. What it wants to do is it wants to serve up the most relevant result in the #1 position on the search page, so that when you ask the question and you go there, if we scroll down, I'll talk about these items on here, but if we get to the first organic search, which is actually, so it's the it's the top one. So it thinks the most relevant result for me, based on that term, or anyone searching on that, is bathroom renovations on a budget. So that's the title of this. And that happens to be a Bunnings website. So it thinks that I'm probably looking to do some DIY renovations, and Bunnings has got the most relevant information. And what it wants me to do is to click on that result there and not return back to the search page. So it wants that first result to be the one that answers my question fully. So what Google doesn't want to see is you hitting the back button or opening up a whole lot of other pages. It wants to give you that one page, which is the most relevant page. Why does it want to do that? Someone hit on it before, which was about advertising and revenue. It wants to ensure that you keep coming back to the site. So let's imagine you come to the site and you get to page one of Google. You've clicked on all of these results. They're also pretty mediocre at best, and they don't really answer your questions. In fact, you do another search and then none of those really quite answer what you're after, and you do another one. How many of those are you going to do before you leave and go and sort of search somewhere else? Head over to Bing or the competition, or find some other way of finding your information. So it wants you to keep coming back to the platform. The only way you keep coming back is if the information that they give you is highly relevant. In fact, it's the most relevant place to get the answers to your questions. So that's what search is all about. If you remember nothing else from tonight but that is the key takeaway for tonight. How do you make your content on your website the most relevant that answers the questions that people are asking in Google search engine? So if that's all you take away and you focus everything on that, you've got SEO nailed. Sometimes they don't even, what's that, Cameron? Sometimes they don't even want you to leave the search results. Yes, that's another whole discussion again. I don't think we've got it here. Oh, yes, we do. Yes, we do. So let's just have a look at the structure of the search page here. So the top area here generally is ads. Interesting enough, there are no ads in this one today. So you have ads first, and then you have the organic listings. And sometimes the map section appears below the ads, and the organic section starts below that. So often the top part is ads, then you've got maps, then you've got these things here, which is the people also asked. So I'll talk about that, and then you get your organic listings. So that's the structure of the page. And generally, some people click on the ads, and that's really where Google makes its money, is with the ads. But a lot of people would actually skip past the ads because they know they're trying to sell them something, and information is in the organic section. Google Maps, we've talked about that before. Google Business, that one there, if you don't have a Google Business profile, put that on your action list tonight. Everybody should have a Google Business profile. One, because it's free. Two, where does it sit in this page? It's right up the top. So it gives you a really good opportunity to get up the top of Google search. And you'll notice that if you've set up your Google profile properly, there is a link beside it that says website. So if you put your website into your Google Business profile, it appears on that in this section here on the front page of Google. So people can just click onto that, they'll go through to your website. This section down here, the people are also asked section. You can see this first question: can I renovate my bathroom for $5,000? If you click on the drop down there, it gives you the answer. Now, Google doesn't have the answer to these questions. Where do you think it gets the answers to these questions from? Here's the clue. Here is a website. So it's taken it from this particular website here, and it's extracted the content out of the website, and it's placed it on this Google search page for people to read, so that you don't even have to leave the page. So some people got a bit upset by that, because people are not going to their website when they've got that. And you'll see that if you click down there, every time you click these results, there are more results that drop down. So I know that there's times that I've been searching on Google and I have not left this page. So the information that they provided in this section here has been sufficient, and that's my search query done. So so that one there is how they serve you relevant content. If they can give it to you on the page without you leaving the Google page, then that there is their objective. It's not our objective, but it certainly is one of their objectives. And then down below that, here we've got all of our organic listings as well too. So these are the ones that are people's websites, and this is where they're appearing on this particular one, page 1 of Google. There's a whole lot of factors in with it as well too. You'll notice at the very top there, it says these are results for Labrador, Queensland. So it's worked out that that's where I am. So it's looking for results that are relevant for me in this local area as well. So if you happen to live in Melbourne or in Invercargill and you did the same search, you'll get some different results on the search page. In fact, if you live in Labrador as well and you search next door to me, then you'll also get different results, because it's also based on your search behavior as well. So it's not one of these what would you call it, hard and fast rules that you're going to get up on Google. There are a whole lot of factors in it, but there's some simple principles there that'll really help you with it. And then down the bottom of the page, you'll also see some more ads as well too. So you'll see it says sponsored. If it says sponsored there, then those are ads. So they put those at the bottom of the page. These days, this one hasn't got continuous search. Sometimes you'll find that the page will just keep scrolling continuously, but down the bottom here you'll see this sort of Google there with a number of other pages you can search through or click through to. But you'll also see down here people also search for section. And so if you reach the bottom of the page, Google wants to offer you helpful and relevant suggestions as to what you might be looking for. So it thinks that if you get to the bottom of the page that you haven't found what you're looking for, and it's looking at, well, what is going to be relevant for you, and it's making some suggestions here on what are other relevant searches that you might be looking for. So if you click on that, then it'll take you through to another set of search results. Oh, it must be night time. It's just flicked me through to my dark screen. And so here we've got sort of another set of results as well too. Actually, what wasn't on that first page are videos. So you'll notice that there is a section here with videos. So these come out from YouTube. So again, in your Google search, it's not just your website that gets so ranked or displayed on Google search. There are things like videos as well too. So if you can create video content, then you've got for competitive terms or competitive answers to questions, you've got a better chance of getting onto Google if you produce it in video form than just text form. So would really sort of consider sort of thinking about video as well too. So all of these are relevant results. So again, the key thing is relevance. So you need to be highly relevant in what you're talking about. So we're going to talk about website tonight. First of all, how do you create that content that is really relevant? Yeah, good reason to keep your YouTube channel. Absolutely. Your videos will appear here if they're relevant. So it's looking for those in your YouTube channel. That whole optimizing your YouTube channel is another topic in itself. But some of the principles that we talk about here are going to apply to your videos. So you need to optimize your videos here to help them get into the search rankings on search pages like this here. All right, I'm just looking at chat as well too. Okay, perfect. Okay, I think I've answered everything there. So yeah, any questions there, keep them coming into chat and I'll keep an eye on that to answer those for you as well too. All right, so let's go back to where we were. So what we're looking at, here's our key term here, bathroom renovations on a budget. See when we've dropped down now, they've got other terms there, under 5,000, under 10,000. It's even got some brands in there, IKEA, Bunnings as well too, because they are probably going to be relevant for your search. But I'm just going to take this particular one, bathroom renovations on a budget. And we're going to look at how do we optimize for that there? How do we get our content into these organic search results? Well, the next thing is you need to get some content on your website. And there's a structure to that as well too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that key phrase and I'll show you a couple of things in this tool that you've probably heard about before, ChatGPT. And inside ChatGPT, I have a plugin called AIPRM. Let me just drop that into chat, AIPRM. So that's a plugin. It's free. So in this one here, I'm just using the free version of ChatGPT, and I'm using the free version of AIPRM. If you search for that, you'll find it, and when you've got a ChatGPT account open, then you can add it to it. So one of the things you notice with it is that it gives you, so it's not just a blank screen when you come to ChatGPT. It gives you all of these options. So at the top there, we've got things like topics. So you can search by, what is it you're looking to do? Is it copywriting? Is it marketing, operating systems, productivity? I've just selected SEO because that's what we're talking about tonight, and looking at generating content that is good SEO content. So there's a couple of ways we can go around it. So I'm going to let's say, select this one here. So there's one that's called fully SEO optimized article, including frequently asked questions. So to select that, just going to click on that. And down the bottom, it's just asking me to pop in the keyword or the title. So I'm going to drop in there, bathroom renovations on the budget. So that's the keyword that I'm using, and hit the arrow to now generate it. So what it's now going to do is going to generate an article. So it just takes a little while to do this. Now, the good thing about this is that the title there is all important, bathroom renovations on a budget. When we go and use this blog post, we're going to actually put it into a website, and I'll show you how to structure it so you've got the best opportunity to get it appearing in search. So now it's just giving us the what it's going to talk about. So this is what they call the table of contents. So this particular one is quite an extensive generator for your content. Now, again, when you're writing content using ChatGPT, there's a few things to really watch out for. Don't take it as gospel, what comes out there. Sometimes, what comes out of ChatGPT is not factually correct. It is, you still need to check it. It's getting its information from somewhere else. It's organizing it and then spitting it back out again. Actually, this one's not a particularly good one. Let's have a look. Okay. Let's just all right, well, that's one article there. We can get it to expand on that. So let's just do that now. So rewrite and add paragraphs. So we're going to rewrite the article and add paragraphs to each of the numbered points. So let's just see how we go with that. So sometimes you do need to massage it to get it to do what you want. Oh, what's happened there? What do we got? Oh, it's the article. The article will be divided into two parts due to length constraints. The above outline gives a detailed structure. Following content will cover each section in detail, adhering to. Okay, so this one here is telling us that it's going to be too long, so it's going to sort of break it into parts. So what you can then do is to ask it to write an article based on, say, this part here. Okay, and then we can set it to go. So now it's going to sort of write an article on the first part, and then you can ask it to write an article on the second part, and the third part, and the fourth part. So so it does have some constraints there. So now it's actually writing the article itself. So as you can see, it's got bathroom renovations on a budget. It's got your introduction, planning your budget bathroom renovation. Now, planning your budget bathroom renovation is a related term. It's not the key phrase that we were looking at, which is bathroom renovations on a budget, but it's what they call contextual words. So the Google algorithm will search this and think, is this really about bathroom renovations? It'll see that there's another term there, which is in a different order, that is related to the same topic. So that gives it strength and weight to say that, yes, this is indeed what it's about. And again, what aspects of your bathroom need improvement? And so it'll write this article. Actually, this one's doing a pretty good job with it as well too. So I'm going to give you this one as the first one. While that's generating the article, I'm going to let that run in the background, and I'm going to show you another way to create an article as well too. So let's find, let's see what Bunnings has got to say on this issue. So that's our number one organic content. Usually they're pretty good. All right, so that's all good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that link. I'll go back to ChatGPT and okay, so to be continued, the next part of the article. Okay, so it's written that part of the article there. Now I can go on and continue with part two. But I won't do that now. What I will do is I'm going to open up a new chat, and I'm going to show you something else. So this particular article that Bunnings has written, you'll notice that it's number one in search. So if it's number one in search, it's obviously they've done a whole lot of things right to answer the question, bathroom renovations on a budget. The first thing they've done right is that the title is exactly what that key phrase is. So they've made that key search phrase the title. So that's number one. But they've done some other things here which have promoted it to that number one position. So why reinvent the wheel? Why not just go to ChatGPT and any of the writing tools. And there's one here that says outrank article. And so what this is outrank the competition with an in-depth SEO optimized article based on your competitor's URL. Be like your competitor, but just a little better. So we know they've done all the research. We want something that's like their article and in fact better than the article. So we're going to choose that one and paste in the link to the article, the URL to it, and hit generate. Okay. All right, so now what it's doing is it's got that article, it's scanned through the article, it is rewriting it, and it's rewriting it for optimal search, so for search engine optimization, and it's improving on it. So it's doing all the work that that you would do if you were trying to rank. So this is what SEO agencies, this is typically the sort of work that they should be doing if they're a good SEO agency, is finding sort of who's ranking at the top there, how do we sort of rank it better, and really what they're asking is how can we give more relevant information than this article has given? How can we make it even more relevant to the search question? All right. And it's even given us a prompt there to generate an image, but we're not going to do that at the moment. So here we go. We've got a reasonable article. Bathroom renovations on a budget, a comprehensive guide. We have a look at the Bunnings one. It's just bathroom renovations on a budget. So it's improved upon that there by giving it a comprehensive guide. So if someone's looking for bathroom renovations on a budget and they see two articles, first one's just that bathroom renovations on a budget, and the other one's got a comprehensive guide. This one's probably going to be more relevant, and it's probably going to get there. So what we're going to do, let's just grab that article. We're going to copy that article and head across to a website that I've set up. So I've just set up a fairly vanilla website today. There's got no styling or anything. It's just a vanilla website. It's just to really show you how this works. So this is on WordPress. And this will work on Wix or Squarespace, whatever is your website platform. I'm just using WordPress. They've got some tools that I'm going to show you as well too to help with the SEO. So this is practical. You can do this on your website. If you've got WordPress, then you'll be able to follow the step-by-step and do this in your website. If you've got another platform, then you just need to search for some equivalents that are in there, but the principles are exactly the same. So in WordPress, we're going to head across to posts, and we're going to add a new post. And for this one here, I'm just going to paste that content in there. Now, I wouldn't normally paste this in there. So just in terms of brevity and time, I would read through this and just ensure that the information's correct. Any funky wording that's in there, change it so that it reads properly. Sometimes you'll get the tone of the article will be very Americanized, for instance. Change it so that it really fits your audience as well too. But for this one here, I'm going to assume we've done all that, and we're just pasting that particular article in. I'm going to get rid of this because we don't need that. Let's remove that bottom part. Okay, and let's hit publish on that. Actually, let's get rid of that top area. That's not the title we want. We want that to be the title, not the instruction that I gave ChatGPT. All right, and then we can go and hit publish for that. Okay, and let's now publish that particular post. Now we have a look on the front of the website. There's the post itself. So when you have a look at the length of it's good. You'll find some SEO agencies will tell you it needs to be sort of 300 words. That's just garbage. Anything that's 300 words is about what you see on the screen there, but that's just not going to get you anywhere at all. You need to have something that's in the order of 600 to 800 words. If you can get more than that, 1,000, 1,200, 1,500, you've got a better chance with it. Remember that, and you're aiming for relevance. You are answering the question that people are asking, and you're wanting to make it the most relevant question so that when they click on it, they never come back to this page again. They might do other searches. They're not coming back for that to get an answer on that particular question that they've got. So there's your article. So we're not quite finished there because what we've got to ensure to really help with the getting it to be relevant, you need to use some of the terms that people are searching on. So you notice with the Bunnings one, they are using in the title the actual keyword phrase that's searchable. So that's your tip number one. If you can just include that as your title, that's the very first thing that you would do. Let's see what else they've got in there. Actually, they haven't got a lot in there at all in terms of their optimization. So I'd say they've probably got it up the top there because of the age of the website and the type of site that they are. So in some senses, this might not be too difficult to beat this article here. We won't beat it tonight, but it will take a little bit of time to do. But here's what you need to do in your website. Now there we go. Make sure you change the Z's to S's for prioritizing, and some of those words you just need to catch some of those as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to find a way to optimize this on the website. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to I'm going to find an SEO tool. So this particular one is called Rank Math, and so you'll find that in the plugin repository in WordPress, but it's really just an SEO tool. There's a range of SEO tools that are in WordPress, and also the other websites you'll find their SEO tools there as well. So this one's got a wizard. All I'm doing is going through and giving the basic details of my website. So this is a small business site. So if you run through this and set this up the same way, then you're a lot of the way there. So logo. If you've got a logo there, upload it. I've got no logo on the site here, but you'd simply sort of upload the logo into here. Okay, let's carry on through. Connect to Google services. So this part's really important. So your Google services are things like Google Analytics, Google Search Console. They're your key ones that you want to connect it to. Now, I've already set those up. So let me just show you what they look like. If we go to analytics.google.com. Probably helps if I spell it properly as well. And we'll get Google Search Console as well. So these two properties are absolutely vital for you to set up and connect to your website. Let's just start that one. Okay, Google Analytics, and I've got in here already. So this, the domain that I'm on is My Site Success. And so I've already set up these properties in here. Very simple to do when you get into analytics.google.com. It'll just ask you for the setup. You just follow the prompts all the way through. So I've already set that up. And again, the other one is search.google.com. So both of those URLs you're going to need. Make it bigger. Thanks, Terence. Okay, I will make this a bit bigger so you can see it. It's probably a bit too big. And again, I've got in here My Site Success. There we go. So this one's Google Search Console, and I'll run through those and show you how they work as well, and Google Analytics for this as well. Okay, we've got a couple of questions here. So just going back to ChatGPT, someone's just asking, where did we get AIPMR? If you just do a search for that, it's a Google Chrome extension. So if I search for AIP, let's try AIP. Sorry, AIPRM. We can see here it's a Google Chrome extension. So you look for the Chrome web store. I'm in the Chrome browser. You click on that, and it'll have a button for you to be able to add that to your Google Chrome. Once you've added it to Google Chrome, then it will appear in your ChatGPT. You need to be logged into ChatGPT. It may give you an instruction to connect it, but that's how you get it there. So just search for it, add it from the Google Chrome store, and then you'll have access to it. Diane, you have a question?
Yes, when you add that, Nick, is that going to play havoc with all of my folders and everything else in ChatGPT?
No, it won't. No, it won't. It won't play havoc. All it does is when you are in a new search here, it just gives you all of these options in here. So if you don't want to select any of these options, you just want to use ChatGPT as you normally do, just hop into your prompt there and just down the bottom.
I'm with you. I'm with you. So it's just going to take over the main display screen.
Just the main display.
Right.
Yep. So if you have a look at the previous
yep.
What have we got? Sort of results that I've created. It's still the same. So it's really just the entry screen here where you get all those options.
Great. And then if I don't use them and then I just write my normal prompt into ChatGPT, this whole plugin will just disappear and ChatGPT will come up with its normal responses.
This comes up as normal. Yep.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent. Okay, so let's go back to where we were with rank math. So yes, Google Analytics. So definitely you have to set that up. You have to connect it to your website, and the same with Google Search Console and some information in there that we will look at later on. So what you'll see is it's now wanting to connect to that website. So this is in this rank math plugin from WordPress. And so let's go and find the actual My Site Success. So I've already got it set up. And the other thing you do need to ensure that you're doing is to ensure that you are using what they call in Google Analytics GA4. So they had an old code with Google Analytics, which as of 1st of July no longer works. So if you've got Google Analytics installed in your website and it was done before 1st of July, well, let's say if it was done a year ago or more than a year ago, chances are you've got the old code in it, it's not working, and it won't be collecting any data. So if that's the case, you do need to log into your Google Analytics account, and you'll see at the top, it'll give you a prompt or a warning to say that it's expired, and it'll give you some prompts there to set up your new GA4 property, and then you need to add that to your website. I haven't got enough time to work through how to do that tonight. If you do want help with that, let me know, and I can take you through that there. But yeah, lots and lots of sites are running on it because lots and lots of people just are not aware that of that change. All right, so we've now connected that to the Google Search Console for My Site Success and also Google Analytics. And if you don't have analytics installed on your website, which this one here, actually, I don't think I do. So we're going to say install that analytics code. We're just going to select that. And we won't select any of those other options. Click Save and Continue. And the rest of these options, you can pretty much click your way through it. You won't need to make many changes to these at all. And set up advanced options. We won't do that. We'll just I will turn on the 404 monitor. A 404 is when someone visits your website, clicks on a link to go to your website, and the page isn't there. So it's broken. You've either removed it or you've changed the title of it. So we're just going to continue through this. As you see, there's not much we need to do. All right, so we've now set up the rank math, which is going to help you with optimizing your website. So I'm going to go back to our original post now. going to refresh that page or reload that page. And what we're going to see are some other boxes on the page. So first thing is we now have content here that answers the question. I would just go through some of the content. So we've got bathroom renovations on a budget. Often you want that phrase there. You definitely want it in the title. You want it in what they call the URL or the website link. And we want it scattered throughout the content as well too. So you can see down the bottom here in the conclusion, if we click on that, I'm just going to highlight that. So it's already got bathroom renovations on a budget. You want that in the last paragraph. So your keyword in the last paragraph. So I just bolded that and I italicized it. And you also want it on the headings on the way through. So let's say this one, DIY solutions for bathroom renovations. I might sort of change that to DIY solutions for bathroom renovations on a budget. Okay. So it gets the term in there sort of a few times. Energy efficient and sustainable, maximizing space and storage for bathroom renovations on a budget. You don't want to overdo this. You just want it in there sort of a few times. Okay. And what you'll notice is that these headings here, you've got the very top one is what we call this is the title of the website. So that must contain the keyword. If you've got more text in there, it should be towards the front. So having bathroom renovations on a budget, a comprehensive guide is better than a comprehensive guide to bathroom renovations on a budget. So you want that key phrase at the front. And then these darker sections, these title sections, these are titles. So if we hover over them, you'll sort of notice that, say for introduction, that says it says it's a title and it's what they call an H2. So that's a heading 2 title. And then you've got this one here, that's also a heading 2. So one thing is you will only have one heading 1 tag. So this title is what they call H1 or heading 1. You'll find that these other titles down here will give you the option of using an H1 or a heading 1 tag. Don't use it. So heading 1 is reserved for only the title. So this can be any one of heading 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So there's 6 levels of headings. So these and the idea with these headings is that someone should be able to scan your article, just scan all the headings and know what the article is about. And then the paragraph fills in the detail. But Google also looks at these headings as well to determine whether this article is relevant for the search phrase here. So so your H1 is your top level. Your H2 or your heading 2 is a subtitle, and let's say heading 3 is a subtopic of heading 2. So it's a structure in there. So if you think about sort of structuring it so that you've got a section in here which is planning your bathroom renovation, and you've got 1, 2 points in that there. So 2 subtopics in there. The next one down, affordable bathroom fixtures and fittings. And then you've got 2 subtopics in under that. So that's what they call a heading 2, and then 2 heading 3s under that there. So just think of it as structuring your content. The other thing that this article needs is an image. So if we have a look at, let's have a look at images. So we've got a featured image. If we click on that, and I've got another plugin installed here called Instant Images. And what it allows me to do is to search some of the free image repositories that are out there, like Unsplash. And so I'm going to type in a term, bathroom renovation. So we're looking for an image that really reflects what this article is about. And so I'm going to select one of those. So let's grab that one there. And I'm going to rename that. So the important thing here is once you've got this image, the really important thing here, and we've just touched on accessibility before with Narelle, who's an accessibility consultant. There's one here called the alt text. Alt stands for alternative text. And what it means is if people have got images switched off, and so the images don't show, then you need text there to describe what that image is. So, so in the alt text, you want to put your keyword in there. So bathroom renovations on a budget. And you can add something else in after that there. Don't have to look cheap, for instance. So that's sort of just describing the image. So you got your keyword in there. I generally will just copy that alt text. If we can copy that and drop it into the title. So it's got the same title, and you can drop it into the description as well too. And let's actually copy the right one. Okay. The most important one is the alt text. That's what Google's looking for. But just rename the title at the very least. Put bathroom renovations on a budget in there. But just copy the same thing: alt text, title, and description. And you can actually put it into a caption if you want a caption on it as well too. And then we'll set that as the featured image. So if we update that now, and we refresh the page, actually it won't show up on that particular one. So what we can also do is you can add an image in here as well. Let's go and add an image. Go to the media library. Let's just choose that same image. Select that. That's in your post. And interestingly enough, having an image in there is going to help with your search optimization. Having a what they call alt text in there is going to help with it as well too. And having what they call a caption on it also helps as well. So and if you think about newspapers and magazines, often have captions on their images. That also helps with your search optimization as well too. So there we've got a fairly sort of good looking article. Next thing to do, we go back to our article. See on the top right hand side, they've got some icons there. It says this one is in terms of quality of the article, it's ranked 13 out of 100. So you could definitely improve this. So let's look and see what the options are for improvement. So these are really quite easy to do. So it says add focus keyword to the SEO title. Hang on, we have got it in the title. Well, we'll have a look. There's another title that we added to as well too. Add focus keyword to your meta description. Use focus keyword in your URL, and focus keyword at the beginning of your content. Well, we've actually got that as well too. So it's just telling us that there are some errors in there that we can fix up, and then we can go through and fix up those errors. So if you have a look at the top here, they've got this area here that says preview and it says edit snippet. So and in there, you'll notice that there are title, permalink, and description. So and the very top there, it's got, this is what it's going to look like in Google. So it's going to have the link. It's got bathroom renovations and a budget, a comprehensive guide. So that's the title, and here's the description, which doesn't contain our keyword. So you can actually come through and change this. So let's go and change that now. So we're just going to use bathroom renovations on a budget, comprehensive guide. We've got it in our permalink here, bathroom renovations on a budget, but there's not in the description. And where it pulls the description from is somewhere in your content. So we're going to type in there, let's say this we might say something like download. So we'll give them a call to action in this as well, which helps. So, so just remember this, your description there. It's almost like this is the part there people read, and you want to make it compelling and relevant, so people, when they read it, think, oh, that's exactly what I want. Because you want them to click on your link there. So you get 160 characters for that. We've got 138. We could add a bit more to it as well too. All right. So that's your keywords, and this is what it's going to look like if you're posting it to social media. This is the image that'll come out. Here's your title, and here's the description as well too. And you can add another image, and you can give it a title for social media. So we're just going to use this same information that we have there. All right. So you want to do that on your post to give it maximum opportunity to appear in the search engine. And you can see here that it is those changes were made, they are live. So we'll have to hit update for that. And then your focus keyword is this part here. So that's the answer to the question, or what people are searching on, the question of search. That's your focus keyword. So I'll add that in as well too. And you'll see that there's a green tick that appears here. It says, hooray, using focus keyword in the SEO title. And you click update. And all you're doing is you're trying to get all of these crosses into ticks. So you work your way sort of through this, and you'll see that there are additional things down there. It doesn't take you very long to run through it all. And you'll notice there's already some green ticks appearing there. Got a suggestion. Your content contains images and or videos. You don't seem to be using a content table of contents. So it gives you some suggestions about what you can do as well. Add internal links to your content. If you've got other blog posts in here, then you can link some of the phrases in here. So let's say, what have we got? So plumbing fixtures and lighting, for instance. So you might have another blog post on plumbing fixtures and lighting. So you would then just go and link to that internal article on your website as well. So having those internal links also helps Google to crawl your site and see it's all highly relevant to the questions that people are asking. So if you did that, and that's all you did with your search engine or with your website, you would very quickly find that you will have results coming up on that first page of Google. And that there really is as simple as, SEO. That's the fundamentals of it. Now, there is a whole lot of other sort of advanced strategies that you can work with it. But if this is all you did, you would be well ahead of your competitors in the marketplace and what other people are doing in the marketplace. Any questions about that? Have I, let's just bring up chat just to see whether I've answered everything here. And if you've got any questions that you want to just ask, feel free to pop up your hand or unmute. Okay, so Terence, Rank Math versus Yoast, they are two SEO plugins. Both of them are good. I happen to prefer Rank Math, but if you're using either of those, they work the same way. Narelle says also never skip heading levels. So headings go from H1, heading 1, heading 2, heading 3. So it is a structure. So don't just sort of throw in a heading 1 and then a heading 4 and a heading 3. That makes it confusing for accessibility and screen readers. Okay, what else have we got? Do we need a featured image if you're adding the same image to the post? I just added the same image. You can add different images. In fact, you can add multiple images in there. You can also add video in. If you add video in, let's say you record a video on this, and there's some good tools that'll be able to help you do that as well, then that helps with your with it as well. What the featured image does on WordPress, let's see if we go to blog. So this here is a blog archive page, and you can see that I've got 2 other blog posts. The featured image sits in the blog archive and really makes it attractive, but also this page also gets crawled by the search engines as well too. It'll see the alt text in behind that as well too. But yes, more sort of, you know, if you've got diversity of images, that's all good. Any more tips on free images? I said Unsplash. Yeah, there's a few free image sites out there like Pixabay, Unsplash, Pexels. So there are a few there. In fact, if you happen to have a WordPress website, not sure whether they have them in other platforms like Wix or Squarespace, but there is one here called Instant Images. So that's a plugin that I've used. And that one there draws images from Unsplash, Openverse, Pixabay, and Pixel. So it brings all of those free images into the one platform. Okay. What else do we got here? Okay, I'd love some help with it. Yeah, if you want any help with it, then yeah, feel free to reach out to me. Instant, okay. Okay, alt text should be less than 100 characters. Thank you. Yeah, and the alt text should really describe the image. That's really what it's there for. Thank you. Okay, is that per page of the website to have one H1 heading title? Yes. So every page on your website has an H1, which is the title. So yeah, and the other thing to say too is that you shouldn't have the same title across multiple pages. So if you're writing on the same topic, let's say bathroom renovations, everyone should be a different keyword. So that's a good strategy to work through. You might have one article there on bathroom renovations on a budget, but if you have a look at all these drop downs here, you might write articles on all these other ones or a number of these other ones as well. So if you did that and then linked them to each other, had internal links to each one of those in your website, then all of a sudden you're starting to propel your content up the search engine rankings because it becomes hyper relevant, because the search engines will actually crawl the article itself, and then it crawls through all the links as well. So it's almost like all of the things that it's linking to, it says this is just one article, so it thinks it's hyper relevant. So that's a really good strategy. Semantic HTML helps SEO. Yes, it does. Fortunately, with the websites of today, they generally are pretty good with that, so you don't need to worry about that too much. What else have we got here? Okay, I think I've answered all the questions. Are there any other questions there, or any that I've missed there? A few more coming in the back. Oh, WordPress has a photo directory built in it too. Yep, that's reasonably new in WordPress too. So you will find you won't need a plugin for it. They do have a directory as well. Instant Image is a free plugin. So if you go to where are we? Plugins. So I'm just in the plugins area on the left-hand side. If you go to add new plugin, and it must be raining here, it's slowing up. And if we just pop in search Instant Images, it'll bring up the list of plugins with that keyword, and that's the very first one that's there. So yes, it's a free plugin. Okay, what else have we got? All right. Any other questions? Has that been helpful tonight? Let me just take off share. All right. Got a hand up. Peter, have you got your hand up there? We got a hand up, but no visual. All right. Janine.
Nick, that was great. Thank you. I've been writing a lot of blogs and I'm doing a lot of the things that we're talking about. And I love my little green lights with Yoast to know that I've done most things correctly. But there was some really finite things that you've mentioned there that is going to help me make sure that just even that cross pollination across articles that are the simplest articles.
Yeah.
That was a really, really good tip. And I've also downloaded that plugin for chat. I think that'll be really useful as well.
Yeah, it is really super helpful. So it if nothing else, it just speeds up your content creation process. As I say, you still go through and edit it, but it just speeds it up massively. So you can see what we've been here for an hour, and I've created written an article in an hour. Maybe if I spend another 10 minutes on that article, just fine tuning it. It just doesn't have to take long at all. In fact, when you get really good at this, you can knock out an article in sort of half an hour or less. But it all comes down to finding those questions that people are asking.
Yeah, no, all those 2 points and the image plugin, that's going to be really useful as well. So thank you.
Perfect. Excellent. All right. Any other questions at all? Extremely helpful. Thank you. Well, Peter's got his hand up, but it looks like he's disappeared. All right. Well, look, that is our session tonight. I did want to make it a practical session so that you could go away and you could sort of implement this on your own. The key things are SEO just doesn't have to be difficult. Just use this tool here, this drop down tool. That's as good as you need to go. Oh, sorry, you can't see my screen at the moment. But yeah, just when you're doing the Google search, just that drop down when you're doing the search, just experiment with some of the terms. If you keep typing words in, you'll get more phrases. If you want another little tip with it as well, the longer the phrase, the better the more likely you are to get up and search. So if you for instance just typed in renovations, then that's going to encompass a whole lot more. Bathroom renovations narrows it down, but the more words you've got in it, the less people have already written about the longer words, the more opportunity you've got to come up in search. And I'd say look for topic areas and write a number of blogs in those topic areas and link them all to each other. If you do that that'll really quickly get you up in the search. Excellent. Well, look, if you do have any questions, you do need any help with it at all, feel free to get in touch with me. If you're worried about your Google Analytics, you need to, and you've got the old code in there, and you're not sure what to do, definitely come back and talk to me about that, because that's going to be critical with your website. We didn't get any opportunity to read some of what was in Google Analytics and Google Search Console. Maybe we'll come back and do that another session, because that'll give you some insights into what you can write about as well too, and what people are engaging with. But at least if you have a look in there, you'll get to understand how it is. Sorry, Jeff, you had a question?
Just on that the phrase of the title being too long, wouldn't that increase the URL?
It will increase the URL, but that's okay, because you remember you are answering questions, and you want to have that the URL and the title to be what that keyword phrase is. And the reason why, if it's longer, people tend to write to shorter phrases, but with those longer phrases, one, they're more specific. Two, they've got often more buying intent, because people that are interested in buying things will often start to type in longer phrases because they're looking for specific things. So they might put characteristics in, like, so bathroom renovations on a budget with tiles and a clawfoot bath. That is quite a specific thing. They've got some things in their mind, so they probably are quite a way down the track in terms of wanting to take action on this. So that's why sometimes those longer phrases are good as well.
So it'll be mainly just there for Google, and people wouldn't be using that URL to find it themselves. So it doesn't matter.
Oh, no, they're not using the URL. They're only going to click on your link when they're in Google. So yeah, people are not typing that in at all. So it doesn't matter how long it is.
Good.
Excellent. Where can I access the recording of the session? Good question. It'll be up on our YouTube channel tomorrow. So if you have enjoyed tonight and you do want to go through it again, it'll be on the Smash Go YouTube channel tomorrow. We'll put that link into chat. It's also up on Facebook as well, and we're live streaming this tonight to Facebook. So if you go to my profile and actually, I don't think it's in the Facebook group. We have to put that in later because they've changed the rules around Facebook. You can't live stream into groups anymore, but it will be on Facebook as well too. Can we drop those links into chat there, Lorena and JM, unless we've already got it in there? Let's have a look. Oh, there we go. Okay, so there's the Facebook group. If you're not a member of the Facebook group, there's the link there to go and join that. And the YouTube one is in there as well too. So yes, you can go to YouTube tomorrow. It'll be up by probably sort of tomorrow afternoon my time. Excellent. All right, well, that's our session for tonight. Hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing some well-optimized articles out there. As I say, if you want any help with it, sing out, and happy to help you with that there. Any questions, again, sort of ask as well too. This is the basic. Do this. You don't need an SEO agency. It's super simple to do. All right, we're going to have a good evening, and we'll catch you back here next week.